welcome to this latest episode of the Mufasa Sports Club. As you already know, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it among your community. Let's continue to build this channel together. I truly appreciate the support that you guys are giving us right now, and let's just continue to build. We're gonna start with the news of Jimmy Butler, unfortunately, rupturing his ACL and being out for the rest of the season. And unfortunately, the domino effect that this is having on Jonathan Kuminga's future with the Golden State Warriors. Obviously, he's still under contract, so I'm not sure what the Warriors are going to decide. I heard Mike Dunleavy talk about this and mentioning that when there's a trade request, there's also needs to be a market and a demand for the player. I refuse to believe that there's no demand at all for Jonathan Kuminga. I think this is probably another PR move to maybe, as we can already see, he actually played 20 minutes or 21 minutes. And I heard Steph Curry also talking about the fact that he might be back into the rotation. So, first of all, prayers up for Jimmy and speedy recovery to him. I'm not sure what directions the Warriors will go into now. Are they going to... Mike Dunleavy also said he's not envisioning trading Jimmy Butler, but I wouldn't be surprised if, we always hear GM say stuff and then the next day something else happens, especially if a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo does become available, for instance. Nothing is to be excluded. So the domino effect here, obviously, Jimmy, it's going to be tough for him to be back at the highest level. Having an ACL tear at like 36, 37 years old, pretty much almost out for a whole year. Won't be back until the, next season, and not even the beginning of the season. So, kudos to him for staying positive, and hopefully we can see him back on the court. But I'm not sure what team he will be on. On the Jonathan Kuminga side, you gotta commend the professionalism that this kid has been displaying throughout this whole trying time, and the way Steve Kerr has treated him by not finding him any minutes at all. I think he just went through 20 DNPs, did not play, coach decision lately, and that's really unfortunate. And that's what you get now. Unfortunately, with situations like Jimmy Butler, and now you gotta swallow your pride and go back to the kid, try to have him play. And now if JK was basically throwing tantrums saying I'm not playing, trade me, it's gonna be back onto him because he has to remain professional, and that's where you gotta completely remove the emotions out of this game and this business. Because if you gotta put the emotions in, 1000% I can understand Kuminga's position if he refuses to play one more minute for Steve Kerr. But on the other end, you're still getting paid. You gotta remain professional, even if you're not happy, and you just need to figure it out. So I'm not sure if the relationship is still repairable, if Kuminga is performing at the highest level. But one thing for sure is it's either Kuminga performs and is either permanently back into the starting lineup or in the rotation, or at least it helps him build his stock again for the trade deadline and get to another destination where the Warriors could possibly also get some very good return. So we'll see how that situation unfolds. If it doesn't play well, it pretty much plummets again his stock in a trade. So we'll see how it goes. I'm happy that he's at least playing again now. Like I said, they got blown out yesterday, 145 to 127, but he was able to come off the bench and get 20 points in 21 minutes or something like that. It's very important for the Warriors, whether it's this year or next season, to not, and I would be very aggressive this season actually, and consider a trade, whether it's Draymond or Jimmy or both of them. But it's very important for the Warriors and Mike Dunleavy and Joe Lacob to maximize these last years of Steph Curry. He's still playing at a very high level, and all this man is asking for is to be at least in contention. it might be time for Steph to also be very vocal about what he wants and demand some things. I think he's completely earned the right to do so. It's just sad to see him go out like that and not be in a contending spot with the Warriors. And obviously he doesn't want to move out of there. He want to retire as a Golden State Warrior. So I think the front office owes that to him, and I hope they're gonna do everything necessary to bring some extra talent to Golden State, to the Bay Area, to help Steph Curry at least being in contention for a fifth championship. Besides that, games in the association, the Suns beat the Sixers 116 to 110 with the return of Jalen Green. Pretty good game from him coming off the bench. The Sixers not capitalizing with this home game stretch. They're 11 and 12 at home right now, which is really not good at all. They actually more performing on the road rather than at home. But they need to get it together. Joel Embiid and Paul George didn't play. I'm hoping to see them play the next game, which should be, I believe, against the Houston Rockets. That would be very interesting and a good test also for not only Joel, PG, but also Tyrese Maxey, who's probably going to be guarded by Amin Thompson. The Clippers lost against the Chicago Bulls. Kawhi Leonard has been sent home. He's dealing with, some, I think, a knee inflammation or an ankle issue, but he's out. He was sent home from the road trip. Hopefully Kawhi is able to come back and they're able to string some wins again. It's been really impressive already what they were able to accomplish in these past 10-15 games. So we'll see how the Clippers continue with that. The Spurs lost against the Houston Rockets 111 to 106. The Timberwolves lost against the Utah Jazz. Los Angeles Lakers won against the Denver Nuggets 115 to 107, and the Miami Heat did win against the Sacramento Kings 130 to 117. In terms of standings right now, you got the Detroit Pistons still number one in the East, 31 to 10, followed by Boston second. Very surprising, with kudos to Joe Mazzulla once again and his whole staff, and the Boston Celtics player led by Jaylen Brown, who was nominated as a starter all-star along with Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Brunson, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Cade Cunningham, I believe. Congratulations to all these guys. Very great season for the Celtics. I did not expect that. The Knicks still third in the East, 25 and 18. It's been really tough for the Knicks lately, and we'll see how they're able to try to get back on track. The Raptors are still fourth in the East, the Sixers fifth, Magic 6, Cavs 7, Miami 8, Chicago 9, Hawks 10. With that trade, they've been losing a couple of games so far. CJ McCollum has been productive, but not really helping in terms of winning. Milwaukee is 11, currently out of the playoff if he had to stop today. The Hornets are 12, Brooklyn 13, Wizards 14, and the Pacers 15 and last. And on the Western Conference side, you still have the Thunder first with 36 and 8 record. The Spurs 30 and 14 are second in the West. The Denver Nuggets 29 and 15. Nikola Jokic is slowly but surely coming back, and I think that the Nuggets did a great job keeping the boat afloat throughout his absence, and the likes of Jonas Valanciunas, Aaron Gordon, and all these guys, they're coming back slowly now, and I think they will still be in contention. Houston is back to the fourth place. The Lakers are fifth. Phoenix is sixth. Minnesota 7th. The Warriors are 8th. Portland 9th. Clippers 10th. So the Clippers are currently in playing contention, playing territory right now. So that's a positive for Ty Lue and his team. The Memphis Grizzlies 11th. Dallas 12th. Jazz 13th. Kings 14th. And the Pelicans last in the Western Conference. So that's pretty much all I have for this episode. I once again appreciate all the support. Continue to subscribe, like the channel, share the videos, like the videos, leave us some comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Ciao.